Hello food lovers and cooking addicts. Today we're going to make a beautiful Mexican style pulled or shredded beef if you like. And of course again we're going to use some beautiful ingredients in this old school recipe. And it all starts off the day before. Because the evening before we're going to soak our chilies. Now here's the chilies I'm going to use. We got 2 ancho chilies, I got 2 pasilla chilies, and I got 2 mulato chilies. These are the holy trinity of the Mexican cuisine. The morita chipotle, also called simply morito. And to push up the heat a little bit, we're going to use these chile de arbol. Chile de arbol is really a nice hot chili. So what we're going to do is we're going to seed them first, because the seeds have a little touch of bitterness we don't like. Just get most of the seeds out. I'm just going to put our chilies in a bowl, and we're going to add some cold water, not too much. If you put too much water in there, you're going to lose a lot of flavors of your chilies. So the softer they get, the more you push them under the water level. And we're just going to let this soak overnight. We're going to need quite some spices and ingredients for this recipe, so let's have a look at our spices first. We got 2 leaves from the bay rum tree, we got a good tablespoon of cumin, a good tablespoon of coriander seeds, muscovado sugar, which is raw cane sugar, fennel seeds, we got a nutmeg, we got some dried turmeric root, a black cardamom, raw cacao beans. We got about 5 long peppers, epazote, which is a herb that does not resist very well on heat, so we're going to add this at the end when we're going to pull the beef. We got a few dried hibiscus flowers, half a tablespoon of rock salt, 1.5 tablespoon of Mexican oregano, Jamaica pepper or allspice berries. We're also going to need a pineapple, 2 red onions, we're going to use about 6 garlic cloves, black radish, 2 tangerines, a bit of fresh ginger, achiote paste. Now if you can't find achiote paste, which is very much used in Mexican cuisine, you can add 2 or 3 tablespoons of annatto seeds with your spices. We got a lemon, and I'm also going to use some 100% pure yuzu juice. And of course the big star of this episode is the beef. The beef I'm going to use is actually a really cheap cut. It's going to be the lower ribs and the belly. And they got this beautiful fat there. That's going to give us a lot of flavor in the meat. So you can choose another cut of meat, but make sure you got about 20% fat. We're going to start off by roasting our cacao beans and some of our spices. And we're going to put our skillet on medium heat. And first we're going to add our cacao beans. We're going to toast our cacao beans for about 5 minutes, and we keep on stirring. After 5 minutes we're going to add the nutmeg, the black cardamom, the bay rum tree leaves, allspice, the long pepper. We'll stir this for a few minutes. After 1 minute we're going to add the coriander seeds. And at last we got the fennel seeds. Another minute and we're going to kill the heat. And now my friends, it's time to roll up your sleeves, or you can also use a kitchen robot. For me of course it's always the mortar that is the top of the top. So we got our spices, and I'm going to start off grinding this. And we're going to add the rock salt, hibiscus flower. Here we go again. We're going to get most of our spices out of there. Turmeric, garlic, and a little bit of achiote. Squeeze a little tangerine. A little bit of muscovado sugar. I'm going to do it in 2 times. And then we're going to add little by little the chilies. So we're going to put the paste with the spices. We're going to finish off the rest of our paste. Just going to grate the ginger. In she goes. We're going to add the cumin powder, the dried oregano. We're going to add some of the liquid from the chilies. See how this mixes up first. Whoa, that smells so good. A little bit more. Let it rest for 10 minutes. Now we're going to coat all the beef with the paste. We don't want to spoil a drop with this heavenly paste. The pineapple. Here we go. And I know what you're gonna say. Ah, there comes a guy with the clay pot again. But you don't need to use a clay pot. You can also use any cooking pot you like. Just pour a little bit of olive oil on the bottom. Here you go. Just gonna add some slices of pineapple. And now we're gonna put our marinated beef on there. I'm trying to fill this up a little bit. Some more pineapple up. And the rest of the beef on top. And at last we're going to put the peel of the pineapple on top. We're going to put the lid on and we're going to put our burner on the lowest heat possible, and this is going to cook for 6 hours, my dear friends. After 3 hours we're going to check out, and if you see that it's really drying out, you need to add a little bit of water, and this is going to go on for another 2.5, maybe 3 hours. And in the meantime we're going to prepare our garnish. First the red onions. Now usually they're marinated in lime juice, but I'm going to try out something completely different. I'm going to use yuzu juice, and we're going to see how that works out. Let's give it a good twist in the juices. Now you can put some plastic wrap over there, and we're going to keep it in the fridge. And our second garnish is the black radish. Let's see if this is a good size. And this is perfect. In the beginning I thought I'm going to use a lemon to marinate the black radish, but finally I said to myself, what is a Mexican meal without lime? So I'm just going to press a lime, and I'm sure that's going to give a lovely flavor too. Okay, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to leave it in the fridge. And now, my dear friends, it's time to pull the beef. So we're going to kill the heat, and we're going to take these bits of pineapple out. Oh, look at that, my dear friends. That is completely caramelized. We're going to put the bits of pineapple on another plate. We're going to take out the meat. And now we're going to shred the beef and take all the bones out. And now, as it cools down a little bit, we're going to pour some gravy in there. And then we're going to mix it all up together. There we go again. This is the moment where you can add a little bit more salt if you like. And at the final stage, We're going to add some epazote and then mix this up all very well. Spicy, very complex flavor. You got a lot of background notes and you got this little heat that's coming up. Perfect for me. So good. I hope you enjoyed the video and it was useful for you. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so and hit that bell. It's a great motivation for me. And as this story ends, my dear friends, all that's left to say, bon appetit and see you back soon.